Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist with Camping World, and today we're going to go over the Coleman Light 2855BH. It's a great bunk model. You have double doors with entrance into the bathroom, double over double bunks in the back, and a large super slide. But let's start off right over here in the kitchen. So you'll notice you have pretty good countertop space here. You have all this space right here, which is perfect for a coffee maker, and over here you have a nice large sink with your sink top cover. That way you can utilize all this as prep space. When we take that sink top cover off, you see your double bowl sink there, larger bowl on the left, smaller one on the right, and your residential style faucet here, which makes it nice and easy to wash and rinse dishes. Then over here to the side, you have the 3-burner cooktop, the front one being high output there. And if you take a look at the Backsplash, I like this too. This obviously is nice and easy to clean, way easier than the wallboard, and you have the LED light there to help brighten it up. Not only does that make your cooking surface brighter, but it also gives it a really nice aesthetic when guests are coming in and checking out your RV. If we take a look underneath, let's look at the storage real quick here. So we'll start right up front. As soon as you walk in, you have this storage area right over here. Now you can use that for pots and pans if you want. If you want to throw some shoes and stuff in there, you can certainly do that as well. Right up top, this is something I want to show you here too. Then we'll take a look at the rest of the kitchen. This is really cool. It's what they call the in-command system. And basically what this is this is your entire control panel in this one little panel right here. You see you have lights, you have your slide control, awning, your water heater. Notice how it does run off both electric or propane. You can even turn both of them on at the same time for higher recovery. You also see your tank monitoring panel there. Everything is in this one small panel. Great thing about this, it's nice and high, the kids don't have to get into it, and it's very easy to use. So I really do like that. But back into the kitchen here, when we come around to the front, you see there's some storage right down here. Both underneath the sink, you'll see there's plenty of room there for a trash can, which is great. I love when they give you space for a trash can so you don't have to hang it on a pole somewhere. And then you have a little bit of storage underneath the oven here as well. Speaking of the oven, right there's your oven. You want to do some baking, that is the place to do it. If we take a look up top, you see storage right here. And then next to that, you have your microwave, along with your hood right underneath. That definitely has your fan there as well as a light. And then rounding out the kitchen right over here is your Norcold fridge freezer combo. You can see that. This unit does run off both propane and electric and also has automatic switchover. And as we move back a little bit further, I love this. You have huge pantry space right here. You know, you have a lot of room for food that you can certainly store right in there. And then underneath that, you have 2 large full extension drawers. So you have a place for, you know, silverware, hot pads, whatever else you want to put in there. Another thing that I do like they've done, if you take a look right down here, you'll see they have a couple lights that are really low. They have one here, they have another one by the entrance. That way, if you're coming in late at night, you can just leave those lights on. You don't have to leave the ceiling lights on. Or maybe when you go to bed, you want to leave a light on so you can find your way to the bathroom, something like that. But it is nice to have those options there, maybe even as a night light, you know, but I do like the fact they put those in. Then right over here, take a look at this. You have a huge wardrobe right here. This is great because a lot of times in bunk models, you don't have a place to hang kids' clothes. Not the case here. You can see you have a massive wardrobe. Right back in the corner is your bathroom. You'll see you have a sink top and vanity right over here, some storage underneath, mirrored medicine cabinet up above that. You'll notice the second doorway. The cool thing about this is if you need to come in and use the bathroom, or the kids do, you can come in, use the bathroom, head right back out. You're not traipsing dirt throughout the entire RV. Speaking of the bathroom, you'll see right down there you have your porcelain bowl, foot flush lever toilet. Porcelain is nice and easy to clean, way easier than plastic. And next to that, you have your tub shower. You'll see you have a shelf in there, your hand wand as well, nice big skylight up top too. I really like having a tub in a bunk unit because if you have smaller kids that are used to taking a bath, you don't have to throw off the routine by giving them a shower. They can still take a bath here in your camper. And then in the opposite corner is your double over double bunk. 300-pound weight capacity on here, so you can, easily sleep 2 kids per bunk. And take a look in the corner over here. On both the top and bottom bunk, you have a shelf with a USB port. Nice thing about that is, I know that none of us go camping to play with electronics, but on a rainy day, honestly, folks, this can be a lifesaver having that. So I definitely do like that feature. Also underneath the bottom bunk, half of that does lift up. You do have some storage there as well. So good extra storage options underneath the bunk there. Right here on the wall, you see your thermostat. This will control both your ducted AC as well as your heat. And then right down below there is your electrical outlet. Now over here is a super slide. Nice big slide here. Windows all the way around as you would expect. You can see the dinette over here. This does drop down into a bed if you need that extra sleeping space. You simply remove these two legs here. The table will sit along these rails. Take the back cushions from both sides, put it on top, and that will be your extra bed there. Then moving up a little bit further, you have a jackknife style sofa. This is nice and comfortable. You can easily sit 3 people here if you choose. And if you take a look underneath, look at that. Huge storage underneath. That's the big advantage of a jackknife sofa, in my opinion, is all the storage you get, easy to get to as well. And then, yes, this does fold down into an extra sleeping space as well. Right up top here, you'll see you also have a little extra storage. Lastly, if it is a rainy day and you want to watch TV, not a problem. You have an entertainment center right here. You just mount the TV right in the center. You'll see these guys right here. This is connected to your multimedia center. That unit is a radio, CD, and DVD player. So if you want to watch a movie, you can pop it in right there, and you are good to go. This unit does control the speakers in here as well as the speakers outside, and it is also Bluetooth capable. You see you have a little storage space up top. Probably a good spot to put some decorations. You'll see it is backlit, which is kind of cool. Nice little cutout there as well, and then some additional storage right down below. In the bedroom, you'll see you have 2 slider doors. I really like having doors to the bedroom of the RV rather than curtains. It just gives you that extra feeling and sense of privacy. But my favorite part about the bedroom is the bed itself. And the reason is because this is a residential 60 by 80 queen size mattress. I like having the full 80 inches there, that way your feet don't hang off. It's just more comfortable to sleep in, especially if you're a taller person, you'll certainly appreciate it. And as you would expect, there's also storage underneath. Both sides of the bed have a little different storage options, however. You'll see the one side here has your shelving up top. You have the mirror on the door. Underneath, you have a nice big nightstand there, along with a pull-out drawer. And you also have an electrical outlet. So if you need to plug in a CPAP machine, you're able to do that there. And of course, you can put it on that big nightstand. Going across the top here, you see you have some extra storage up top with tinted glass there. You have the LED light underneath. And then on the far side, you have a nice big extra storage space here with a drawer down below. And then in the very bottom, you have, again, an electrical outlet as well as a USB port. Right up here on the wall is where you would mount a TV if you want one. They put a backer in there so you know exactly where to mount it. The corresponding connections are right up top. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a quick look at some of the outside features on the Coleman 2855BH. Starting right up front here, you have 2 20-pound propane tanks with your cover. Super simple and easy to get into. Just undo these 2 thumb screws, lift up the door, and that will give you access to those tanks. Right behind that, you see you have rails there for your battery. Then coming up the front here, you have the kind of black diamond embossed plate here, which helps protect the front end from some of the rocks and debris that get thrown up by the tow vehicle. The other cool thing about this particular model, you see right here, this one does have the front cap option. Really gives a great look to the coach and adds a little bit of extra insulation there as well. Coming around to this side here, we look at the pass-through. Notice how it does have a covered hinge here so you don't have rust coming down the door. Also has a magnetic latch. And then if we take a look inside, you will see how nice and open it is in here. The cool thing about this pass-through is it has the same size door on the campsite as you do on the off-door side. So that way, no matter what you put in there, you can get it out from either side. A lot of manufacturers don't do that. They'll give you a smaller door on the off-door side. You'll also notice in here you have an LED light strip running the pretty much whole length there, which is great. It lights up the entire pass-through. And then right over here is your in-command system. I showed you that panel inside that basically controls all your lights, your awning, things like that. This is the brains of the unit right there. Right outside here, this is cool too. This unit is prepped for solar. So if you want solar, all you have to do is buy the panel, plug it in right there, and it will trickle charge your battery. If you take a look right over here, you will see this one does have power stabilizer jacks on there as well, both in the front and in the back. And if we drop down low, you can see the stabilizer jacks right here, but another thing you will see is the fact they are lit up. The reason that's really nice is because if you're hooking up late at night, like a lot of times I have to, you leave when you're done with work, go to your campsite, hook up. This will let you see your stabilizer jacks, just helps give you a little added visibility. Also at night, helps light up your campsite a little, looks pretty cool too. Another thing that's a little bit tougher to see, but this one does have a completely closed and heated underbelly. So that's important too if you like to camp, later into the season when it gets a little bit colder, late in the fall, early spring, things like that. That will allow you to do that. Getting into the camper is nice and easy. You have the foldable grab handle right here as well as the 3 aluminum steps. You'll see aluminum steps do have grip strips on there as well. That way you have good traction when entering or exiting the RV here. And having the aluminum steps is great because the aluminum won't rust out on you. If you take a look up top, you see the large power awning here. Touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to go right back in. Then you have the LED light strip underneath. That way you don't have to hang up any lights, just flip a switch, you have light here at night. Directly underneath that are your 2 outside speakers, and as I had mentioned when we were inside, those are controlled by that multimedia center, and that one is Bluetooth capable. Right out here are your TV hookups. If you want TV, that is where your cable outlet will be, electrical outlet right here, and then your tank fill is right next to that. So if you're doing some boondocking, you need to fill your tanks, that's where you'll fill it at. 60-gallon fresh tank on there as well, so nice big fresh water tank. As we make our way back a little bit further, take a look at the wheels on here. Beautiful aluminum alloy rims. Just like the steps, the big advantage of aluminum is the fact it doesn't rust, so it stays looking nice. You also have nitrogen-filled tires there, so hopefully your tires will hold that tire pressure for a longer period of time. Right back here is a black tank flush. This is nice and convenient too. Instead of having to, drag a hose into your RV and sticking it down a toilet to wash out your black tank, now you can simply hook it up right here. That black tank has sprayers built into it, and that'll wash it out for you. This is the secondary entrance we saw. This one goes into the bathroom. So this way, as I mentioned, your guests or the kids can just enter right in there, do what they need to do, and head right back out. On the back here, you'll see this one does come equipped with a grill. It's nice and simple. You just drop this down. The arm here then swings out and around, and it comes with a small, nice little Coleman grill you can put on there. It does use the small green Coleman tanks, little propane tanks there to power it as well. Right next to that is your spare tire. You'll notice it does have a cover on it. The nice thing about having a spare tire right here is it is super simple to get to. Hopefully you never have to use it, but in the event that you do, it's right here and it should be in good condition for you. And if you take a look right up top there in the center, you see the backup camera prep. That's a great thing to have. This is a pretty decent sized travel trailer. And if you want that extra visibility, having the prep makes it a lot less expensive to have that installed. The last thing of note, on the off-door side, this one does have an outside shower, and that outside shower has both hot and cold water access. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the Coleman 2855BH. If you're interested in this RV and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.